This diagram shows the pipeline we need to build. On the left, we have a chaotic dataset mixing numbers, strings, zeros, and null values. On the right, the clean mathematical output required for analysis. Before you can rely on advanced data science libraries, you need to know how to process a messy dataset using foundational Python. Let's start by looking at this clean list on the right. Our baseline objective is simple. We want to iterate through a perfect dataset of integers, 2, 4, 10, and 50, and divide the number 100 by each item. Proving your math works on a flawless dataset isolates your logic from the data itself. If the script fails here, you know the code is wrong. Getting this baseline running is required before introducing the unpredictable anomalies found in massive data frames. Look at this code block. Many beginners iterate using a numerical counter, like for I and range length of clean data. Python allows a cleaner approach. Writing for item in clean data binds directly to the elements themselves. Now let's swap our list for the variable messy data, introducing a 0 and the string apples. Running this new list crashes the program immediately. The terminal throws a 0 division error on the 0, and math operations cannot divide an integer by a string, guaranteeing a type mismatch error next. A standard loop expects perfect uniformity. When processing millions of rows, a single rogue data point halts the entire execution. You need a way to catch these errors and keep the program moving. To diagnose failures, developers often scatter print statements throughout their code. Python provides a more precise, native tool. Here, we've inserted the breakpoint function right above the math operation. This pauses the script exactly one step before the crash. Inside the terminal, we can actively inspect the state of the program. By evaluating the variable item, the terminal shows us the loop is currently stuck on the value 0. Pause the video here. See if you can write an if-else statement bypassing the 0 and the string before the division happens. Writing out if checks for every possible data type is a strategy known as look before you leap. Python encourages a different coding style, easier to ask for forgiveness than permission, or EAFP. Instead of preemptively checking the data, you assume it's valid, attempt the operation, and catch the errors if you're wrong. Watch how this simplifies the script. We place our division inside a try block. If the item is a 0 or a string, the math fails and execution immediately falls to our except block. Here, we specifically catch the 0 division error and type error, instructing the loop to simply continue to the next item. By treating anomalies as exceptions, you eliminate preventative logic. The code runs faster and skips messy items. Running our finalized script shows the difference. The terminal logs a success for our integers and skipped bad data for the 0 and the string. The loop finishes processing the entire list without a single crash. This exact architectural pattern is how professional environments ingest raw, unpredictable information. A robust try and accept block allows your pipeline to keep chewing through millions of records, safely isolating the bad data for review later. This graphic summarizes the 3 core pillars we covered today. First, using Pythonic loops to iterate over items directly. Second, diagnosing the state of your program with the native breakpoint function. And third, applying the EAFP principle with try and accept blocks. Mastering these concepts prepares you to handle real-world data pipelines. You now have the practical tools to engineer resilient scripts that anticipate failure and keep running.